see all of you. I'm so glad that you're here this evening. Welcome to our contest preview concert. We are here and excited to share the music that we've been making in class with y'all. It has been really great to work with the kids and prepare for this event that we have on Friday. We'll talk more as we go through the concert about what exactly that is, but just know that it's something that we work really hard towards every year, and we're really excited to share that hard work with you this evening. Before we introduce our first group to perform, I just want to ask everybody to take a quick second and make sure that your devices are in a silent mode. We want to be mindful and be in the moment here and share this music making with our students, and they've been working so hard to do so. So thank you for that. First up this evening is going to be our Symphonic Band under the direction of Miss Schrader. Here's the Symphonic Band.
Hi everyone, my name is Miss Schrader, for those of you who don't know me, and hello again, for those of you who do know me. Behind me, to the side of me, is the Symphonic Band. They have been working very, very hard on 3 songs that we're going to play for you tonight. The first of which is entitled BRAVURA, and it is very heroic, very fanfare-esque, and it features our low brass, which doesn't happen a whole lot, low brass and low reed. And I know that they've been working really hard on it, and we are very excited to present BRAVURA to you. I hope you enjoy. just heard is entitled Apex March. With this piece, we studied march form. All of the students labeled in the various parts that we have of marches, which include our introduction, our first strain, our second strain, and our trio recapitulation. And through working on this piece, we really tried to get a feel for march style. A lot of the kids in their program notes that they did said that this is very carnival-like, very carousel-y, so I hope that we portrayed that to you tonight. That is one of our pieces that we will be taking to adjudicated event this Friday. I feel it. It is our march. Usually we'll take 3 pieces. Usually we would take a march, a required piece, which is what you're about to hear, and then a third selected piece. So what you're about to hear is our required piece, and it is entitled Chimney Rock Celebration. It's really fun. I think it's probably my favorite of the 3 that we're performing for you tonight. It's fast, there's some slow, there's some solos, there's a little bit of everything in this piece. And the way that we get our required pieces is that there's a list online for the entire state, and we've got to choose one of them off of there. So this is the one that I selected for this year, and I hope that you enjoy Chimney Rock Celebration. his own, Colt's got his own little fan section here. It's all good. How about another round of applause for our symphonic band? At this time, we will transition to the second portion of our concert, which should just take a few minutes.
So, up in front of you now, we have our wind ensemble. We are going to play a few selections for you this evening, two of which we are going to be performing on Friday for contest, and two of which we're just working on as well to share with you this evening too. Large group adjudicated performance is similar to the marching band competitions, except we don't march, we just play. And the adjudicators, the people who are providing feedback for us, actually get a copy of the music we're playing. So they can really get into some good details to help us grow as musicians. Friday is when we are playing. We are going to be at Oak Harbor Middle School. The call time is set at 5:45. Symphonic Band is playing at 8:30 is their performance time. And Wind Ensemble's performance time is 10 p.m. So it's going to be a late night music festival. It's going to be great. It'll be a fun bus ride home for sure. So we're really looking forward to be able to perform these pieces for you, not only so that you can hear what we've been working on, but also so that we get a good run of our stuff before Friday. The first piece we're going to play for you is entitled Over the Sparkling Sea. This is a march that we have been working on. It features some of some really thin textures, so we have a few instruments playing at once you'll hear. And it is just a really great, fun march. I'm not a huge fan of marches, which is probably bad for me to say, but this is a good one. So our first selection is Over the Sparkling Sea. The next selection that we're going to play for you is entitled Edge of Destiny. This is our required piece. There's a list that we have to select from every year, about like 10 or 12 tunes, and this is the one from the list this year that we're going to be playing for you. It has a lot of great musical moments and some dynamic contrast, and we have even attempted to take what is in the score and say, no, Sean O'Laughlin, our composer, we like what you did, but you could have added more. And we're attempting to do that this evening as well. So, the next piece that we're going to play for you is entitled Edge of Destiny. The next two pieces we're not playing on Friday, but they're so good we had to share them with you. Before I talk about the next one, I want to make sure that I say some thank yous. Thank you to all of you for being here to support music education in our schools. And it is so wonderful to work in such a supportive and just really great community where we really support the arts, whether it's our bands, our choirs, our musical coming up. We really appreciate that. We feel supported by all of y'all, and the kids appreciate that you are so invested in their success, so thank you for that. Thank you to all of our students for working so hard and getting ready for this stressful time. I will tell you, Administrator and I are probably not the best, your favorite people when we're getting ready for concert, because we're a little stressed, but that's totally fine. But we are so grateful for all of your hard work. Special thanks to Emma for making the program for this evening. Yesterday I was like, oh my God, I'm so swamped, I haven't done the program yet. She's like, you want me to do it? I'm like, yes, please. So she did. And then there's a collage that we're gonna show for our next piece. Jacob actually made for us, taking input from everyone else. So thank you to those two specifically. Thank you to our administrators. I know I saw a few of us here this evening to support us. We really appreciate that. It's great to see you here at the concerts, and we love that every time we have crazy ideas, it's always approached with how can we do that, and not just like, no, we can't do that. They're always here to support us, and we're very appreciative of that, so thank you. The next piece that we're going to play is written by a composer named Julie Giroux. She's a living composer, an avid Facebook user, and just a wonderful human being overall, and a great role model to young composers. She is unapologetically herself and writes about whatever she wants. She writes about whatever music she wants. For this piece called Our Castaways, there's not really a better introduction to it without just sharing with you what the composer wrote about this piece. So I'm going to do that now. 6.5 million companion animals enter animal shelters every year, and 2.5 million of these adoptable animals are put down. These numbers do not include the thousands who suffer in silence. Thanks to the thousands of caring people, these numbers are steadily decreasing. We still have a long way to go. This work is dedicated to all those who work hard in the fight to end puppy mills, to rescue suffering pets, and to provide care and medical attention to all those rescued. It is dedicated to those companions who get rescued and for those whose rescue never comes. We are all shepherds. Every living creature is in our care. Hopefully mankind will someday uphold its responsibility and become caretaker of all living things on earth. Maybe someday all humans will be humane and mankind will be kind. And I think when I read that to us the first time, it really pulled at our heartstrings. Up on the screen over there is a collage of all of our animals that we take care of. So, this piece, Our Castaways, is for those who rescue, those who get rescued, and especially for those whose rescue never comes. thank you before we play our last piece. I always have to take a deep breath after that one. It's a tearjerker for sure. One more thank you before we play our last piece. One of the most important organizations that we have to help support our band is our band boosters. We meet every second Tuesday of the month to discuss things for marching band, things for concert season, how we can better support our programs, and what we can do as parents to get involved. Like I said, we meet every second Tuesday, 7 p.m. in the band room, and that is when we would love to see more of us be there to help with lots of stuff. There's always a lot going on, whether we're in marching season or not. For instance, this Friday, 2 of our parents volunteered just to come along and drive the band truck to help us get all of our equipment down to Oak Harbor Middle School. So if you are ever interested in a way to help out with our band or are looking for some way to get involved, the easiest way to do so is to come to those meetings, and we have a good crew of people who have been helping out for a really long time, but we're really looking forward to sharing some of those responsibilities with everyone. It is really tough to get a band program going and running. It takes a village to run a band, so we would love to see your support. The next one is the week from today. Yeah, week from today will be the next meeting. And I know our booster president, John Nigel, is here this evening. If you have questions, you can ask him. The last piece that we're going to play, again, is just a great living composer who wrote some great program notes for me to share with you. This piece is entitled Affirmation and is written by Randall D. Standridge. He writes a lot of really great band music, so you might recognize his name, but he writes Affirmation, peace, love, and music. This one is for all the outcasts, the geeks, the marginalized, the wallflowers, and the people who are different. From the composer, every once in a while, I believe you get to say something with a piece of music, and when I was in high school, I was definitely not one of the popular crowd. My taste in music, art, and movies were too weird. I was awkward. I was not a very attractive guy. Generally, I was that gay, artsy kid. If I could go back in time, I would give that younger me a hug and say, "You are fine the way you are. You are amazing." This work, Affirmation, was commissioned by the Barrington School District and their director. It is an anthem for all the kids who ever felt like they didn't belong. A huge thank you to them to getting this piece and making it happen. I would say it would be easy to write something soft and lyrical, but we want to take a different approach. We want it to be a celebration. This is the happiest thing that Mr. Standridge has ever written. So this one goes out to the band geeks, the nerdy kids, the artsy kids, the drama kids, the punk rockers, the LGBTQA+ kids, the kids of color, and all the people, kids and adults who have ever made to feel less than because of who they are. You are beautiful. You are just fine the way you are, and you are worth celebrating. Be 100% you. Peace, love, and music. Words I think that all people should hear more often. I hope you enjoy our last piece for you this evening, Affirmation. Thank you so much for coming out this evening to support us. We really appreciate it. We are going to go ahead and get going. I hope you all have a wonderful and safe evening. Thank you.